One more time for Jeremy, everybody. You can hear my voice good on this microphone, huh? So the purpose of tonight's community service initiative, guys, is to raise awareness of the dangers of breast cancer, the importance of early detection, and to assist local organizations in their fundraising efforts to further breast cancer research in Houston. Here to tell us a little bit more about the fundraising and awareness efforts is Allison Bartowski with the Boobie Brigade. Yay! I like the Boobie Brigade. Yes, baby.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed right now. This is amazing. I want to say thank you to NACE for including us on this and helping us save second base. Thank you, Jill, so much for this and thinking of us. First, I want to have the Boobie Brigade team captain, who's also my mom. Happy birthday, Mom, by the way. I want to let her tell the story of why we kind of got into raising money for breast cancer.
Thank you, Allison. We began our team and our association with Avon about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, and since that time we've raised just a little bit over $50,000. It's been amazing. I personally got involved because of a 3-year-old boy in my classroom whose mom passed away of breast cancer. His mom was diagnosed in June of 2008 and went through all the traditional treatments, and her cancer seemed to be responding to the treatment, but well, before that, she was doing so well that she chose to walk in the Avon Walk in April of 2009. In September, her cancer returned, and it came back with a vengeance. It went throughout her body, her bones, her liver. She lost her battle in December of 2009, 1 week before Christmas, leaving 2 little boys, a little 3-year-old in my class. I saw what breast cancer could do through his eyes, through a 3-year-old's eyes, and it was heartbreaking. He knew his mom was in heaven, but he didn't know where that was. He only told me that he knew his dog had died, was there too. It touched my heart. That's when I decided I had to do something to honor Cindy, his mom, and to raise money so that maybe I could make a difference, and maybe some little boy or little girl would never have to go through that again. So we signed up for the Avon Walk in April of 2010. We were terrified of the walk, 39 miles, but even more terrified of having to raise $1,800 each, which is required to walk. We soon found out how generous people were. They were more than willing to donate to a cause that affects everybody, everywhere. Somebody knows somebody that's had it personally or a relative. By the way, did you know that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer? And did you know that 500 men will die this year of breast cancer? That's compared to 40,000 women, and that's a huge difference, I know, but as you can see, no one's immune to this horrible disease. When Jill approached us and offered her support through NACE for our cause, we were beyond excited. This is huge for our little bitty team from the Atascocita, Kingwood area. And so together I know that we can make a difference in this horrible disease right here in Houston. Your donation tonight might be the one that finds a cure. It might be the one that saves a life. And at the very least, your donations will provide a woman here locally with the funds, if she's uninsured, to get diagnosis, treatment, and that they need so they can survive breast cancer. Thank you so very much. And now I'm going to let Allison talk to you about the statistics of breast cancer.
Okay, we're holding the microphone for each other because we have notes. So, we left the house today at about 4:15, and we got here about 5:15 after the GPS took us way on the other side of I-10. And unfortunately, in the amount of time it took us to get here, 20 people were diagnosed with breast cancer and 5 people died from breast cancer. By the time this meeting is over tonight, 70 people will be diagnosed and 20 people will have died from breast cancer. Every 3 minutes, someone is diagnosed, and every 13 minutes, somebody dies from breast cancer. This year alone, over 220,000 women and about 2,200 men will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. Fortunately, there's about 2.9 million people in the United States right now that have survived breast cancer. They're all cancer survivors, and actually the amount of breast cancer survivors is bigger than any other type of cancer in the U.S. So I'd like to say, I hope that a lot of that is because of the money raised by the Avon Foundation and the Avon Walk. They've raised since 2003 about $440 million. And the neat thing about Avon is that about 80% of that money stays right here in Houston. It goes to a lot of research, and it also goes to people that are uninsured or need a little help with medical care. A lot of the money goes to University of Texas MD Anderson, University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, the Rose, Baylor College of Medicine, and Texas Tech University Health Science Center. A lot of you bought shirts, that's awesome, and for the price of the shirt, what you did was you paid for test tubes and similar things that were needed for research, so just the cost of the shirt made a big dent in helping find a cure. So the Avon Walk is not only in Houston, it's in 8 cities across the U.S., and I really hope that we'll see some of y'all out there. Come out and either walk or wear your shirts and just support the walkers when they're walking 39 miles over 2 days. And the Avon Walk in Houston is April 20th and 21st. Every year it's in April, so again, I'd like to thank NACE, and thank you, Jill, for thinking of us, and I'm so excited about this. It's overwhelming how great this is. So thank you.
Can we do some more?
Thank you, ladies. So cancer is real. It exists in the world, here in Houston, and within our NACE community. And while planning this program, we learned that more of the people that we knew were affected by cancer in various ways. And some of those by breast cancer, whether it be themselves, family member, friend, or colleague. Tonight we have 2 speakers. Our first one has been stricken with breast cancer. Angela